So earlier in this discussion, we talked about the FOID card costs and the 400% increase. So what I did is I pulled up my handy-dandy Mike Fortner inflation calculator, and I just want to inform the body that it was 2008 that we created the $10 10-year FOID card. Since then, inflation's been 18.7%, which comes out to $11.87. I just want to make sure that correction is known. So it really is a 400% increase, and this is a big bite for some communities and some people that it's such a big increase in cost.
If you go with adjusted for inflation from the cost in 1968 of being $5 for a FOID card, with today's cost of inflation, it would come to $38 and some change.
But that's not the newest and best information, because it was 2008 that the state police requested that it goes to 10 years because they actually saved money because it was less sausage.
Again, 10 years ago. We'll do cost of inflation. It still comes out to the
cost
same
of inflation
what it
in 11 years is only $11.87. But furthermore, we talked a little bit about this slush fund we're talking about. Can the state police, can they buy squad cars with that slush fund?
It is not a slush fund, sir. It is a firearms fund and a revocation fund.
But your language, which I assume that you were responsible for, says other law enforcement purposes. So, can they buy squad cars the way this bill is written?
They may do what they need to and purchase what they need to do the job of the state police.
Can they go to a conference and pay for hotel fees and dinners?
It does not specifically state what they can purchase other than what they need to run as the state police of the state of Illinois.
Does law enforcement purposes include gun buybacks?
The bill does not speak to that.
To the bill. I'd just like to point out that because this slush fund exists and because it's so broad, it could go to things other than preventing violence, go to things other than preventing gun violence, go to things other than revoking licenses for felons. Because the language is so broad, effectively it opens the doors for everything else. So it could be money that's pulled away from other useful purposes. And I think we do agree that bad guys should not have guns and they should be taken away. So just a couple other things. First, this is very significant because it raises costs, it restricts people's rights. So I live personally in Kane County. So the average response time for the Kane County Sheriff is over 6 minutes to get to someone's house. A lot can happen in 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And if someone is either waiting around to get a transfer or can't scrape together the extra money or can't get to someplace to get their biometric fingerprints, that's 6 minutes. Is a long time. Literally, that 6 minutes is longer than I'm allowed to speak about this. Let's think about all the damage that could be done by a bad guy with bad intentions to an innocent person. Furthermore, I cannot and I will not support such an infringement of our rights. I advocate a no vote, and leader, I will not be supporting your bill today.